What is going on YouTube? This is Acidic Roots and French Talents YouTube pitches like that. So within these fairs, this is about the recent Iran war as far as these pitches have within the product of like the aspects that's going on with like the aspects of the war and the recent oil prices and the economy as far as these fairs go. So within pitch first saying paying attention towards it here. This is some healthy popcorn kind of within the aspect of like 2 cents within a comedic type fair within pitches like that, just kind of in the aspect of stupidity at fairs like that, kind of the pitch. Now, obviously, within these fairs, consider the product of the seriousness that goes along with the situation. Was the fair as far as saying just the 2 cents point of view of just getting like some slapstick kind of stupidness type variety within aspects as far as these fairs go. So within pitch as far as saying basically within the product, there's a plan that's being put into place within seemingly within these products as far as like the talks of what the United States and Iran are going to have on the table as far as these pitch games. With the aspects as far as saying some of these type fairs within the pitch as far as talking about it, the U.S. has demands as far as saying no bomb, basically to say in layman's terms and just simpleton type fair pitches like that. The product of just no bombs and minimal missiles as far as these supposed to happen. Basically, chaperoning kind of nuclear manufacture is kind of something out of like a James Bond movie. Some of these type pitches, kind of within the aspect as far as saying within these prices. The basic fair as far as just the United States kind of, yeah, the basic aspect of just kind of chaperoning some basic product of the United States and NATO sends that products within pitches across the globe, pitch like that kind of chaperoning kind of nuclear manufacturers as far as these supposed I'm just out of like definitely out of like a James Bond movie. It's kind of like the police showing up if you like too many fireworks as far as these pitches gonna happen for July 4th, as far as these pitches gonna happen. It's gonna pitch some of those type of assets, kind of the tone as far as saying just the product as far as saying, hey, you're going a little bit too crazy with like the nuclear kind of ironing outs and pitch like that since the fair's the missile shoot offs and since products within like the sporadicness is like basically the fair as far as saying in like a meme type format. Damn those damn M80s Iran you twits as far as those fairs having just pitch like that amongst us that Friday as far as saying, but just kind of pitch as far as the aspect basically getting towards some of that type of product. So it's kind of pitch as far as saying it's basically feels like a global type fair where they're particularly just having some fireworks lit off and pitch like that. And it's just kind of Friday, just complaints from like the neighbors and pitch like that, just kind of getting tired of the noise and some of that type of crotchetiness pitch like that. Since the Fridays on the Iran side of things, since the pitch kind of the products for us in Tehran and like Iran are basically it's kind of within pitch of them kind of being with the aspect of saying back to like the United States and other type fairs, just saying that they didn't want United States kind of bases in like the Gulf as far as those fairs going to happen. They want closure of all the United States military bases in like the Gulf region. So they're basically saying go home and clean up your side of the mess. They want reparations for like the damages of what the war started. So then that pitch within the product. So it's kind of fair for us saying go home, clean up your mess, fairs like that. So then that pitch is kind of the product of them being like bite me and eat a dick as far as these fairs go. I mean, it's not as full bound within those pitches like that particular hostility, but just kind of pitch as far as saying just bite me and scratch your chin. So it's a pitch amongst it. But as far as saying Strait of Hormuz, definitely talk about the Strait of Hormuz since the aspects. Basically, all the other countries probably globally hate that damn sea channel nowadays. And these pitch frozen spreads I'm just kind of the product of this. The fact that it has had an impact on like the rest of the like the aspect within the oil flux as far as these fairs can happen. The real question within these fairs, that's part of like the supposed that fairs that like Iran wants is just like continued tax fees within the product of things going through that strait as far as those fairs going to happen, which would definitely probably accrue income as far as those fairs go. But the real question about these particular fairs of them doing that, supposing it's not a big deal and probably isn't within those pitches. Just the questionnaire as far as saying what Iran wants to do with all the extra money they're about to get from these tax fees as far as those fairs going to happen. They could probably sell people like some electric cars then that extra money they could probably sell people electric cars within those pitches for as the performance kind of happen ironically enough within those aspects for as the fair kind of happens. But basically within the get up like the relative type fair within those pitches is the product on top of that just within the fairs of Iran. So the pitch is basically just saying no missiles past 3 a.m. like the manatees are probably trying to sleep since that pitch within the aspect of the ocean type fair pitch like this. It's kind of bright as far as saying particular product amongst it within those type tones pitch like that was just kind of fair as far as saying extra gifts in the pitch is like the product of like the war goings on gonna happen within the pitch. And just seeing it within like a slapstick kind of Dumb and Dumber type format pitch, just like that.